Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's a girl Cece, and welcome back to another episode of TikTok Tea with Cece. So I just want us to please see this video today and talk about it. This video right here is very important. Now I saw this video obviously on TikTok. I thought I should share this video with you.
Advice I would give women a million times. Leave quietly. Always leave quietly. If a man ghosts you, don't say anything. Leave quietly. If a man disrespects you, leave quietly. Don't say anything. And the reason for that is men thrive off of negative emotions from you. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. So when you send those long paragraphs telling him like how much he pissed you off and how you hate him and don't talk to me ever again, that is still a viable emotion that he is getting your energy from. It shows that you care to some degree. I'm telling you, nothing feels better than taking your power back and not saying anything. Leave his ass confused and stuck. Just dismiss him. Start dismissing men. I promise you, it will make your life so peaceful. And I mean, you could apply it to any relationships I do. I see your bullshit and I'm not acknowledging it. Certain things just aren't worth your time, so you need to act like it. Just leave quietly. Just leave quietly.
Okay, so this advice is literally for women. I think this is a good advice. Now, why would you be in a relationship where the man is not respecting you? Now, if for some reason you see or notices any red flag, please walk away quietly. Don't drop any message. Don't say a word to him. Please walk away quietly. Okay, I have put together a few stitches. Of course, loads of women stitched her video, which I'm gonna show you. And please, I would love to know what you guys think in the comment section. Let's check the stitches out.
Advice I would give women a million times. Leave quietly. Always leave.
I didn't learn that lesson until I was about 22, maybe early in my 23-year age. I'm 26 now. And it was the hardest lesson I've ever learned. But it's one of my favorite lessons to apply. And she talks about this in her video. But I don't just apply it to romantic relationships. I apply it to friendships. I apply it to businesses. I apply it to jobs. I will more than likely say my piece. I'm not a huge fan of ghosting a space. I will say how I feel, and then I'm dipping. I'm not sticking around for anything else. I'm not sticking around for I understand. I'm not sticking around for an explanation of any sorts. I'm not sticking around for nothing that I ain't got to stick around for. I did my part, and I'm leaving on that note. Quietly.
Advice I would give women a million times. Leave quietly. Always leave.
I did this a couple of times, but it's just in my natural nature to do this. I'm not about to argue with you. One guy I did this to, I set my boundaries with him and he kept disrespecting them. So I was like, I'm done. And so I just left, I stopped talking. And so he literally blew my phone up to the point where I could not do anything on my phone. So all I could do really fast was just block his number. So he got mad and wrote me this whole thesis statement on Snapchat. And I ended up blocking him on that. I know he was fuming. I was so like, this is what men be feeling when women send this big old long paragraph. They be sitting there laughing. Then this other guy sent me this whole little long paragraph talking about it's not you, it's me. I sent him, cool, bro. It's all good. I know he was looking crazy at that message because he loved reactions.
I would give women a million times. Leave quietly. Always leave quietly.
Okay, the real reason why most women can't just leave quietly is because their body is stuck in the past, okay? Like, I don't know how many times, like, I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, or I've had people spend thousands and thousands of dollars of therapy and still can't leave the same man alone. They'll have moments where they can leave for some time and then they'll go back and then repeat the same exact patterns over and over again. And part of the reason is that if you are if you experience any abuse as a kid, neglect, your parents just worked a lot, they weren't around, or, you were manipulated, gaslit, all the things, right? It's normal for somebody as an adult, especially women, to try to prove their worth, because their worth is attached and associated to that connection. Because as a kid, when something would happen, right, and you wouldn't know why, again, you wouldn't know why this thing happened, but it's very normal for children to blame themselves for things. And so if you go back to being an adult and your man is acting up, not doing what he's supposed to do, it's normal for you to pretend, or not even pretend, to think that it is your fault. Maybe I just need to, be more on time. Maybe I just need to be less loud. Maybe I just need to be less lazy. Maybe I just need to work harder, right? But this going back and forth with the man and trying to prove your worth actually only does one thing, which is to repel him and allow him to engage in this hot and cold behavior. And when this lady says leave quietly, it's impossible. It's almost an impossible task to do for somebody who grew up under the guise of abuse and manipulation, unless you have learned how to take your body out of the past and bring it into the present moment, which is what EMDR does. EMDR will allow you to process things that happened to you in the past, and you reprocess it by changing the physiology. So changing the physical, stuck, helpless, frustrated feeling you felt as a child that you're now feeling as an adult when that man don't do what you want him to do, when that man cheats on you. Instead of you to leave him, you work harder, because as a child, you would work harder. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Guys, I'm an EMDR therapist. I'm traveling around the world helping people manage their emotions. If you feel like you need support with this, send me a DM. I don't know. My link isn't even here anymore because I'm full. But my books will open.
Leave quietly. Always leave.
It's not even really for a peace of, it is for a peace of mind, but it's also for safety reasons, because you actually never know how that man's going to react if you actually sit down and have a conversation with him of, I'm getting ready to leave you. That's literally how a lot of women end up in the morgue. So when it comes to like leaving somebody, exit plans, unless you feel like it's going to get dangerous, you don't tell them shit. And even don't tell your mom, don't tell your dad, don't tell your aunties, your cousins, your uncles, don't tell no friends, no best friends. Do not tell anybody your exit plans, because you never know who's going to go back behind your back and let this man know, hey, she's getting ready to leave you. She just told us she's going to do this. And that's another way that women can end up in dangerous ass situations. Just go ghost, just leave. Don't tell anybody.
Okay, I just want to say one or two, okay, in regards to what the last person that stitched this video, what she said. There's this lady who was in a bad relationship. This guy was abusing her, manipulating her, and etc. etc. Okay, she told her friend that she was leaving, and this her friend called her friend's guy to say, oh, what is going on, what are you doing to her? Now she says she's leaving. And guys, the story didn't end well. This guy locked her girlfriend up for days. I like He was obsessed with her. So like she said, don't say a word. If you have made up your mind to leave, just leave. Don't tell anyone. Just leave.
Advice I would give women a million times. Leave quietly. Always leave.
I never understood women who had to be loud when a breakup happened. And I don't mean loud like actually physically yelling. I mean like they had to do the utmost to make a point. When my ex cheated on me, I left quietly. I didn't make any noise. All I said to myself is, because I don't want no bad juju coming my way, I wish you well. And I kept it pushing, because I know what's for me will come for me. I don't need to be loud and obnoxious about it. I don't need to write paragraph about it, because in my mind, you disrespected me. And this is where we cut the lines of communication. I'm not trying to let you know you hurt me, because obviously you don't care. So don't feed into the negativity. Don't stoop down to those levels. Just leave quietly.
Advice I would give women a million times. Leave quietly. Always leave.
Leave
quietly. I love, love, love her advice. Go back and watch the rest of her video. But it aligns with everything that I say about our energy and our attention and our time. And I used to think back to the times that I wasted and invested so much of my time and my energy sending a long paragraph or texting a long paragraph and explaining and getting invested, even in negative conversations, over explaining or defending or calling someone out. That is our energy. And some people don't deserve that. I go back to the point that I've made in my videos, and I keep making, and I will make again. The most valuable resource that you have, that I have, that we have, is our time, our attention, and our energy. Those are the most valuable resources that we have. And we have power over where we give it. And the most powerful thing you can do when someone disrespects you, when someone ghosts you or does something, is don't send those texts, don't explain, don't engage, don't check someone. Leave quietly. Remove your attention and your energy. Call your energy back and your power, and let them feel the void of not having you in their life.
So as usual, I took some screenshots of comments so you guys can see what other people said about this video. Now, beside me are some of these comments. Now, I have a couple of things to say. Hear me out. Learn to leave a relationship quietly. Do not send a long text message. Do not do anything crazy. Trust me, your silence is the most powerful weapon. Leave him in a state of confusion, like, what is her next plan? What is she gonna do? Just leave him in that state and leave quietly. Anyways, let me know what you all think in the comment section, and thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, and subscribe as usual. I'm gonna see you all in my next video. Stay blessed. Bye.